coming up next on Wall Street Warriors.
I've taken people on the floor that just walk around with their mouth hanging open. It's just so incomprehensible what you're hearing.
Offset 50-50-50.
I'm like a gambler at heart, and there's no better place to do gambling than on Wall Street.
I've been trading at SMB for 2 weeks. Today is a big day. I'm getting reviewed.
Do you believe that you can be successful at this job?
I mean, I think so.
My sense from your answer and your body language was you're not fully convinced.
To work. I've been trading at SMB for now 2 weeks in total. It's been going well. I mean, I've learned a lot. Today is a big day. I'm getting reviewed for the first time since I've been working there, so we'll see how that goes. And then after that, I have to go to my other job, so it's a long day for me. Probably won't get off of work until midnight.
Good afternoon. George around? He's not. When do you expect him back? Do you know?
I'll definitely keep an eye on the Fed today and let you know with regards to SanDisk if there's any major impact there. Today we have the Fed meeting. Today the stock market will quickly react to whatever they say. We'll be watching SanDisk very closely, see what happens. I've bought a lot of stock the last couple of days, so it's always good to show a client a positive initial move. I'd like to see you add at least 3,000 shares here. I'd like to see you add at least 3,000 shares here. Okay, all right.
Ben, this is Jason getting back to you. How are you doing today? If you do recall, last time we spoke, I made a commitment to get back to you. One time when I felt I had a recommendation in the markets that would merit your attention.
These new guys, they don't really have any sales training, so what we try to do is just get them back here and work next to Lance and I as much as possible so that they can hear our styles, they can kind of begin to develop their own style.
All right, the company I'm moving very aggressively on is called SanDisk Corporation. The stock trades on the NASDAQ under the ticker symbol S as in Sam.
Jason Knapp will outwork anybody in this business. The guy works harder, longer than anybody I've ever seen. And he might not be the most talented guy when it comes to the pitch, but the guy who gets in early and stays late will make just as much money as the guy who's way more talented.
And this is what I'm trying to ask you to do. Test me out on a small level. Give me 1% of your confidence.
He's doing good. I mean, he's been here long enough that he can do this part very well. It's once you get out beyond the presentation part that gets difficult.
What are your thoughts? All right, sounds like you're being a bit cautious.
These guys will know when they've got a rookie on the phone. They know it. They can smell it out real quick. They're not going to buy from a rookie. But sometimes a rookie sounds good where the guy believes this guy might be the vice president of the office. He's probably sitting in a big leather chair. He's got his own corner office, blah, blah, blah. That's the picture you have to put in these guys' heads.
Appreciate the vote of confidence, and let me go to work for you. All right. All right. Have a good day.
Good job, Nat. Great job by Jason. That just goes to show you that persistence pays off in this business. He's been on the phone all day, pounding away, made a lot of dials. Finally got a guy who actually listened to him. He was ready to buy some stock today. So not a huge order, but it doesn't matter. We get these guys in small, we prove ourselves to them, and down the road, the guy could have $500,000 for us, you know?
We're going to the New York City Nautica Triathlon today that I'm competing in. It's Olympic distance triathlon to raise money for cancer research.
Elaine from Boston, how are you?
doing it with about 7 of my friends that range from investors and other colleagues that I work with in the finance industry. So it's sort of a fun way of networking, good way to stay in shape. Hey Dave, how you doing? Good to see you. Okay, here we go.
I actually do business with a lot of the people that I play sports with. This is, really relationship building with investors I have, and then at the same time, I'll also be raising money for charity.
I came in the top 10% in my last race, so ideally I should be within the top 10% again. Anything under 3 hours, realistically though, tells me I'm still in pretty good shape.
Seven puts, 400 were bought at 15, 10 bid at 15. 400 were bought at 15 yesterday by Bear Stearns, OC 57 puts. They were 15 bid for 200 going out.
First, 64 calls at 149. We bought 100. We sold.
I've taken people on the floor that just walk around with their mouth hanging open. It's just so incomprehensible what you're hearing. It's just a bunch of shouting and banter to most people. And there's really sense to be made from the entire thing, but you just have to have an ear for it.
Hello?
A broker on the floor will get an order. That broker will ask for a market.
What's that 73 call? I have bid!
All the market makers in that pit are going to scream out their bids, where they're willing to buy the contracts for, and will scream out their offers, what they're willing to sell it for. What will happen is the broker will take the highest bid that the broker hears in the pit and the lowest offer, and that is the market.
At a half. 50 only at a half. 50 at a half. 49 bid.
So 50. So 50.
Offset 50, 50, 50. Done.
These are 49.
49s. Hey, so you bought 50 at 140, 50 at 143, 50 at a half.
When you walk in the pit, you're making a vote. When I put my money up and I vote to sell it or buy it, that's the only thing that matters, nothing else.
This is week 2 of 5 weeks of training. I'm training to get fast on the keyboard. I'm just trying to enter orders to sell and buy. I mean, this is just a demo. I'm not trading real money yet. Everything's live. It's just that when I send in my orders, they don't actually go through. It's almost like a video game, it feels like. Your profit and losses are your score. It's really fast-paced. You're just trying to follow and you're just hoping for it to go up. I heard that a lot of traders lose a lot of money on their first day, so I guess if they feel you're not prepared to go live, they will keep you on the demo as long as it takes.
Okay, we're going to talk about focus. If you look up on the board, there is a list of things that you ought to focus on and you should not focus on. Let's just go through them and explain what we mean by that.
It's been really great working at SMB. Mike and Steve have devoted so much time in training us. We have lectures 2 to 3 times a day. They teach us a lot of different material.
We're traders, I'm not a quant analyst. I'm not somebody who's predicting what's going to happen in 8 months. I'm trading. I want to know what's going to happen next in my stock.
They really have faith in their trainees, and they really put a lot of time in developing well-rounded traders.
You can see it looks like there's some resistance at 43 like last time this rumor came out.
Compared to the other trainees, I think they came in here knowing more about finance than I did. I'm catching up.
The people that get short before 42, they covered. The people that got long when 42 broke, they just hit the bids.
I just have to get used to the terms, like hitting the bids or like lifting the offer.
72, 5,000 on the offer, taken. What about if 66, 65 doesn't hold?
When they say something, I just have to take a second or two to translate it into plain English, Hopefully, the more time I spend here, the better I'll get understanding the jargon.
Coming up next on Wall Street Warriors. You're looking at about 123,000.
All of our investments are in one major name. If that major name works out, it's going to be a great year for us.
That's good news, man. Come on.
Hey Lance, we got the Fed coming out here. $100 says unchanged.
I hope unchanged. This thing could run.
Unchanged.
All right, unchanged, boys. That's good news, man. Come on.
The Fed just came out. They announced that they're not going to change the interest rate, just judging by the market's reaction. The Dow jumped higher, sand is bumped up. Oh, this thing's running right
49, Pat? We're going to see it?
Yeah. 96, 98, here we go. Here comes 49.
Oh, yeah. About 49 even.
With regards to us making money through this business, all of our investments are in 5 names with one major name. If that one major name works out, then it's going to be a great year for us, phenomenal year.
Gary, I was just looking over your account. We got 500 shares at around $42 of SanDisk, right? So I'm going through your paperwork here. I'm doing all the bits and pieces, and I see, you know, you make over $500,000 a year. You're worth over $10 million, and you got over $1 million with the other guys, okay? So what I'm asking you to do is this. Let's bump it up, okay? Be a big boy, Gary. Step up to the plate. 500 shares, we're not going to make you any money. This thing could go to the moon, and you still wouldn't make any money. Since we're a small boutique-style firm, they don't give us a lot of money right off the bat. But guy owns a stock at just under $42 a share, and it's up at 49 now. Obviously, he sees things are heading in the right direction. The story's all starting to come together. You know, if I can get you on at least another 2,500 shares, get you an even 3,000, I think that's the best bet for now. Hold on, bud. Another 2,500. You're looking at about 123,000. I'll cut the commission. It's about 1%. I'll charge you an even 1,000 on the way in. Look, I'm not looking to make money yet. I told you that from the get-go. When I start to make you money, you'll realize who you got working for you here, and it'll never be a problem. Can you do that? Can you do 2,500? That's not gonna be a problem? All right, I'm gonna need the check over the next 5 days. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put in the order. Yeah, I appreciate it, buddy. Thanks, man. Bye. Yeah, Gary's in, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The guy's, you know, worth over $10 million. He could do at least another 5,000 shares, but we'll just nibble along the way. You know what I mean? SanDisk, 49.15.
I think we're around 3,500 competitors today. They start in waves all the way from about 6 in the morning until around 8:30, so they're blasting a lot of people through the water.
The Hudson River is not a favorite place of mine to swim. It's very murky water. You end up drinking a lot of it because you're in such a strong current.
So this is my second triathlon. The first one I did in about 2 hours and 52 minutes. So my goal is always to, you know, better my time, of course. It's been a really busy couple months of work, so the training has been a lot less than I'd like to do. It's far better than nothing, but it's far from the old days. I used to train on the Canadian national speed skating team, and I was formerly a Canadian gold medalist and a North American bronze medalist. I got injured in about 2000, so that really pulled it out for the Salt Lake City Olympics, and I just wasn't willing to keep pushing and sacrificing that amount of my life to go for the next Olympics 4 years after that. I've switched over into doing triathlons over the past few years as something I can keep up fitness with and do it at a more, you know, regular pace of life.
Now I've got the last leg. I've got a 10K run. Gonna try to bring it over the line. Meanwhile, my legs are cramping violently. Whew. Giddy up.
Just got back from lunch and we're about to go in the conference room for a visualization exercise with Steve. He's just basically going to walk us through the ideal trading day, and we're going to have to visualize it in our minds.
Trading can be very stressful and can be difficult to master. Visualizing the things that we need to do to successfully trade programs us to do those things without hesitation. I'm going to turn off the lights and I'm going to walk you through a visualization just like we did the other day. I'm going to visualize our trading day. Waking for the day, coming into the office, preparing for the day.
In the beginning, Steve used to leave the trainees alone in the room, and we'd have to visualize one specific moment of the trading day. But now what he does is he walks us through the whole day as it should be, step by step. You know, if you see it in your mind, then it really happens. Maybe they're going off of that. So I guess if you imagine, you know, making profitable trades, if you really think about it and really want it, then it will happen.
Now visualize the close, the last hour of trading. Visualize trading successfully.
You see the 3 cents get taken out? It lifted a little bit and then they came back right to the same price. I'm gonna bid 76 again just in case.
All right, 71. Do what you gotta do, buddy.
Consistently profitable traders make between $1,000 and $3,000 a day on our desk.
300 shares on ARCA. Taken, I'm gonna get rest of 49. My best week consisted of multiple $1,000 days. The best one being about $4,300. The second best being about $4,200. The stock was running up around 10:30. At the same time, the futures were shooting down, which is just completely odd. When the stock topped out at $26 even, I pretty much shorted as much as I could.
10 seconds.
To go into my review meeting, so it's Friday, getting reviewed. Jason is in there right now. I feel like there's a lot more I need to learn. I definitely like to have the chance to be here for at least a couple more weeks.
I have a question for you. Do you feel that your level of focus is up to par?
I do.
It's not necessarily your opinion, whether or not you're focused or not. It's our definition of focus.
Apparently someone is already gone. He didn't come back on Monday, so we never really knew what happened to him either. There were just rumors circulating that he wasn't coming back, so I'm a little worried. Hopefully I make the cut.
Coming up next on Wall Street Warriors.
I'm like a gambler at heart, and there's no better place to do gambling than on Wall Street.
Do you believe that you can be successful at this job?
I don't, yeah.
My sense was you're not fully convinced.
And now a whole bunch of us are going to gather, head back to my rooftop, have a barbecue, some champagne, and enjoy the weekend now. Our weekend starts now. It's a beautiful day in New York. This was a good excuse to get a bunch of people together. Gonna kick everybody out soon and go get some sleep. It was a tough day, but well worth it, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Thanks for coming.
I'm like a gambler at heart. I like the risk reward, I like something for nothing. And there's no better place to do gambling than on Wall Street. I mean, it's legalized gambling at its finest. People on Wall Street hang around with people who are kind of like them.
If you make money, you're respected. If you don't make much money, it's, whatever, you know. Don't even talk to that guy. Granted, everyone's not like that, but I've definitely seen it.
I think that's the stereotypical elitist guys on Wall Street.
Got you beat, man.
Our fearless leader, Pat Metcalf, he started off pretty strong. He actually knocked me off the table with a straight flush on the flop.
None of it seemed to matter in the end because Garrett, so-called rookie, ended up being a hustler, took all our chips from us.
Got a load of chips over there.
Hidden away.
He's luckier than a dog with 2 peckers, I'll tell you that.
Get this out of here, guy. Take your garbage.
What's that, Cooley? 8.5K?
Yes, sir.
I'll bring you out for breakfast tomorrow. How about that?
Hey, what time are you planning on coming into work tomorrow?
Oh, here we go again. Every time I upset him, I'll see you at 5 tomorrow. I'll see you at 5 tomorrow. I get a limousine tomorrow. Do you feel like you can pick up all the stuff that we're throwing at you at this pace that we're throwing it?
To me, it's very foreign, so it's being introduced into a new world. It's the jargon that's kind of like slowing me down. It takes me like some time to translate things a little bit, you know? Like hit the bid, I have to think.
We're sharing information with other people on the desk, and so your language has to be precise in order that the information is accurately shared.
$1 million question. Do you believe that you can be successful at this job?
I mean, I think so. I don't, yeah.
My sense from your answer and your body language was you're not fully convinced.
I don't know. I mean, I honestly, I don't know. I think it's a little bit too early maybe to know.
I think the point we're trying to make is that
Yeah.
people don't understand that if they kind of think they're going to do this job, that affects everything they do, everything. Good traders believe they're going to make money. I mean, do you feel like you're focused enough?
Yeah, I mean, especially during the open and the close. Yeah, definitely.
The reality is that it's not your definition, okay? It's our definition that was taught to us by the market. And that's something that you need to really work on is your definition of truly being focused the market's definition. Clearly, you're intellectually smart enough to do this job, but those other skills we have to work on a little bit.
The day's over. I had my review. It was pretty much what I expected, I guess. I just didn't like when Steve asked me, do I expect to be successful? I just hate that question in general, even whether it's for trading or for life, you know? I'm just realistic and I don't want to talk about things that haven't happened yet, so I don't know if I'm going to be successful being a trader. We'll just see. So I'm on my way to my other job at a restaurant downtown. I had to get a job as a hostess to have some money because right now I'm not making any money at SMB. I'm just trading on the demo. It's fake money, so nothing's coming in. I work here on Friday and Saturday nights. I've been working here for about 3 weeks now. When I come in, I basically have to clean the menus, and then I'm just in charge of seating people, making sure reservations are honored. I have to pick up the phone, you know, and take reservations too. I like it. I mean, it's definitely different from day trading. I look forward to coming in here on Friday night. I really do like the interaction with people. It's a fun environment to work in.
Come here, bud. Whiskey. Get on that, Rebel. Put it on.
First time dressed a dog.
There you go. Miller's dog. Running around the office. Little whiskey rebel. Little angel shirt. He's so proud now. Look at him.
Yeah, he's chilling now.
Yeah, he is.
Mac Group mascot.